Hello, hello, happy October. Well, for me it's October, for you it's November. My name is Hannah, I'm the yarn dyer behind Chromatic Yarns. It's lovely for you to join me here in my dye shed. Today I am dyeing up the Patreon October mini skeins. If you are unaware, I have a Patreon. One of the tiers on Patreon is the Chai Latte tier. You get 3 mini skeins every month. They are one-off recipes. I don't write them down. I try to coordinate them. Each month has a theme. And this month's theme is Halloween. Of course it is. It's October. It would be silly to not do Halloween. I'm currently in the middle of yarn advent chaos, so I'm a little more delayed than I wanted to be. But it is the 14th of October today. Each month I ask in a Patreon chat that I have for inspiration pictures. You have come up clutch. You've done a wonderful job. We've got this one from Alexandra for Hocus Pocus 2. I might do that one. I kind of just want to do like a solid orange, like for a pumpkin. I think that could be fun. Kind of like this kind of orange, like the background to this one, but maybe not with all the, maybe with some of the other bits. Let's download it anyway, because I love a bit of Snoopy. That one is from Alexandra as well. This one from Jenny's quite nice. It's Casper the Friendly Ghost. So maybe I'll do that one. That'll be fun. Right, we've got our 3. Let's sort some stuff out. Let me start by saying the cats have the zoomies. They might be at the tail end of the zoomies, but I got their little cat tunnel out and they've been chasing each other around in it like they're tiny kittens. And I won't lie, it's very cute. So if you hear a kerfuffle in the background, it's likely the ladies kerfuffling about, but that's fine. I always edit these videos close to when I put them out. What I actually should do is edit them in advance, so I'm not doing things last minute. But it's so nice to look back and be like, what was Hannah a month ago doing? And I was in the midst of panicking about Advents, so... it's quite nice to be so far removed from it now, with it being the end of November, and seeing, like, yeah, knowing it all went well, they've all gone, they've all sold, and it's just nice. It's just nice. So, this colourway is inspired by, well, technically the poster for Hocus Pocus 2, but I named the colourway Hocus Pocus. And this is a new technique that I tried out on an Advent Minis, I'm pretty sure. And I've tried it in a few other Patreon minis. You may have seen it before in a Patreon minis video. You speckle the dry powder on, and then you pour water over it. And this is how a lot of people dye yarn. I'm not, it's nothing new. It's not a new technique. I'm not inventing anything. I had just never tried it before, but it's a really good way to get a really deep, dark, saturated colour, especially because, spoiler alert, I flip the skeins, and then I apply the colour on the other side as well. So there's actually quite a lot of dye on these skeins. And yeah, I had to rinse them really well, which is fine. It's not a problem. But it's just because there's so much dye on these. I did double the amount of citric acid. I put extra on just because it's such a dark colourway. And they sat in the oven for a really, really long time and all of that. So I did everything I could. So hopefully the colour should be fully stuck, because I did leave it for ages in the oven in a bid to rinse it, but still quite a lot of powder, sort of quite a lot of dye came off as I rinsed it, but the water ran almost clear, so I take that as a win. But it's a really fun technique and it creates a really cool effect, and it's just something I don't do often because it uses quite a lot of dye, and it's fun. It's fun to throw in every so often. Sometimes with dyeing, that's why I really like dyeing these mini skeins. Sometimes with dyeing, I find myself falling into a bit of a rut where I apply dye the same way again and again and again. And it could be that sometimes, well, obviously, I switch up the colours and the colour placement and blah, blah, blah. But I sometimes do find that I get in a bit of a comfort zone. I'm in one at the moment. I need to mix it up a bit, where I'm just like, zigzag the dye here, do lines here, here and here, speckle this here, flip, another zigzag, some more speckles, twist, speckles, oven. And it's like, cool. I really need to switch it up a little bit just to make it, one, a bit more interesting for myself, and two, just to, I don't know, show myself that I can do it. It's not necessarily that I'm trying to prove it to other people. It's not that I'm trying to be like, I don't know. It's just important to like stretch my legs with yarn dyeing and keep being good. You know? I don't know. That sounded really arrogant. I'm so good at yarn dyeing. That's not what I'm trying to say. I feel like you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, when I recorded this video, I hadn't posted any Game of Wool videos because the show wasn't out yet. And I've gained so many subscribers in that time. So thank you so much. Hello and welcome. It's lovely to have you here. This is the kind of usual content that I post. I do also do sit down talking to the camera videos, but studio vlogs I want to start doing more of. I've had a lot of like secret colourways that I've been dyeing. The Christmas Eve cast-ons I've dyed up this week. Those are both secret colourways. So I obviously haven't filmed the process of me doing those. Maybe I should have done, and I could have released it after Christmas. That potential boo-boo on my part. Everything's content. One of the reasons with everything is content, because everything is content. But one of the problems with everything is content. Sometimes I just want to get down the shed and I just want to dye yarn. I don't want to have to set up a camera. I don't want to have to think about what I look like, even though in this video it doesn't look like I thought about what I look like. Fun fact, I wore this jumper today as well. Anyway, yes. Even though it doesn't look like I thought about what I look like. And later on in the video, it also doesn't look like I thought about what I look like. But sometimes I just want to get down the shed and I just want to flamboyantly sprinkle yarn with dye and call it a day. And that's okay. That's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. But yeah, that is the problem with everything's content. So this is my oven. If you're new here, hello, this is my oven. It is as of yet unnamed. I've started going to the gym. And I went today. My PT, Meg. Hello, Meg. I don't know if she watches my videos. Probably not. She's not a yarn person. I imagine these videos not interesting if you're not a yarn person. Anyway, she just completely kills my arms and legs. Today she did, anyway. And then I had to go pick up the pickle from nursery. And the pickle can now walk. You find out later in the video. But she's not walking out of nursery, so I carry her. Oh my goodness. And then she wants to be carried when she's at home because she's not been with us all day and she's a bit clingy, bless her. I'm like, oh my goodness, my arms. My arms. Oh, it's fine. There was another point I was making, but I can't remember what it was, so that's fine. This is Great Pumpkin. I believe I named this one. And leaning heavily into the orange. I was going to go a very different route with these colours. And I've asked for inspiration pictures for December's. And I'm tempted. I've had some lovely ones sent in. But I'm tempted just to go off my own inspiration. Because I've got a vision in my head on what I think I want. So I might just try to find some pictures that match my brain. And try to get them dyed a bit earlier than I have this month's. I just don't know when November's gone. Do you know when November's gone? I've been putting out 3 videos a week, which is a lot. 2 on YouTube and then 1 on Patreon. There's an extra 1 on Patreon. I did miss one last week though, in all fairness. But it's been a lot. So I've just kind of been like trying to keep up with that. And then I don't know. I honestly don't know where the month's gone. So I've just instantly been behind since Dot. I think I relaxed too much after Advents went out and I didn't have time to relax. And it's come back and bitten me on the bum a little bit. That's okay. That is entirely my fault. A bit of a simpler colourway, this one, but at the same time, very effective, very nice. I like it a lot. Annoyingly, I've lost my spare camera battery. So when I start dyeing up the Casper the Friendly Ghost colourway, which is next, my camera battery does in fact die. and I don't know where my spare battery's gone. I took it somewhere when I was filming, and I must have left it there, and it's probably up in my office, but I just need to sort out my office, clear out my office, organise my office. I have not done that. I say later that I need to like have a deep clean of my office and the dye shed. It has not happened yet. I need to do a tip run with a bunch of cardboard boxes. That still hasn't happened. So yeah, the camera battery died whilst I was dyeing up Friendly Ghost. I'm sorry. And here I am I'm not calling myself a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm someone that makes YouTube videos. I don't make enough to survive off YouTube. Hence me having the business. Beautiful. Yes, I say it every month, but something that no one tells you when you become a yarn dyer is how much washing up you have to do. So much washing up. These trays. And here I am sitting here thinking that I might buy 50. I can fit 15 trays in my oven. I might buy 15 more trays. Build the rack that I've got. And then I can dye up an oven load of yarn, have it sit for a couple of hours, take all of the trays out, put them on the rack, and put another 15 trays in. But then I'll have 30 trays to wash. See how deep and beautiful this colourway comes out. I love this colourway. I think it's so pretty, but it's so dark, it's really difficult to get a good shot of. So please forgive me. I hope you like that one. And this is Great Pumpkin. Also delightful. I believe I used neon orange, fluorescent orange. I think it's fluorescent orange. So it should glow in black light or UV light. Is that the same thing? I can't remember if that's the same thing. But it should glow, which is exciting. And yeah, I really like them all. And I feel like, oh, and this is how Friendly Ghost came out. Ghostly. Yes, no, I do like the mini skeins that I produce for Patreon because I just kind of go off the fly and sort of just see where the inspiration takes me. It does make it quite fun and quite interesting for me to see how they come out at the end and things. Yeah, it's just something a little bit different to September's, which were all bright and colourful because it was birthday. They were all bright and colourful. These are not bright and colourful, and I think it fits October vibe quite well. We're just tucking them all up. That's a heated area, and so the cover helps them dry quicker. And I don't show you I'm not showing you me twisting mini skeins for ages because I feel like, especially on Patreon, you've had that a fair amount this year with me twisting Advent minis. So I spare you me twisting, what is it, 240 mini skeins I have to twist every month. It takes ages. Anyway, I'm back to chatting on camera soon. Hello, today is the 21st of October. Yes, I have shipped all of my Advents. It's very exciting. But instead of breathing a sigh of relief, I have to pack up these Patreon minis. So how cute is this mug? Dancing cats. I love it. I've just finished twisting up the final mini skeins. So now I'm going to print out the labels. I print out labels on these ones. I have a Moonbin printer. I print out the labels on these ones. And then I print out information about the yarn on these ones along with colourway names. I'm just going to name them Hocus Pocus, the Great Pumpkin, or maybe just Great Pumpkin, take the out, and Friendly Ghost. I think that works. Right, I need to switch my stickers around because I've still got Advent stickers in. This room is currently chaos. I need to do a big deep tidy and a big deep clean of both here and the dye shed. It'll get done. It'll get done. Like I said, this room is chaos. Got a few left of this one, and then I do have some more. So fun fact about me. I've got stuff everywhere. Fun fact about me. I have never actually seen Snoopy and the Great Pumpkin. Is that what it's called? Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin? I don't even know what it's called. I think that's a terrible crime. I don't know, Halloween wasn't really a big thing growing up. I grew up in a very Christian household and went to like church school and all of that. So I didn't really celebrate Halloween until I was of drinking age. And at that point, Halloween was getting dressed up, going out and drinking. So I think the first Halloween party I ever went to was when I was 18. And it was a sixth form party. The school that I went to had a sixth form. The secondary school I went to had a sixth form. And people who were in the sixth form used to organise sixth form parties, and they would hire out a pub, which in hindsight, a bit risky, because half the people who were there were not old enough to drink, because you go into sixth form at 16, 17. So, yeah. Is it 16, 17? You take your GCSEs. I started university when I was 19. Which meant I started my last year of sixth form when I was 19. I started my last year of sixth form when I was 18. So yeah, I was 17 in my first year of sixth form. So yeah, potentially risky, a pub letting a sixth form party happen. But obviously you would say, no, I won't drink underage. And I won't lie, I didn't drink underage. I was a goody two-shoes. I'm also a September birthday, so when I did turn 18, that's fine, because it was before anyone else turned 18, which in hindsight kind of sucked. But I have an older sister, so I befriended her friends and we all went out together for my birthday. But it just means I didn't really do anything for Halloween growing up, really, at all, until I was of drinking age. So I've never watched Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. I haven't even seen Hocus Pocus before. I'm sorry, I've never seen it. This lighting is doing nothing for my forehead, is it? I have seen Casper the Friendly Ghost. We had a fantastic computer game, my sister and I, of Casper. It was really, really fun. Does anyone remember it? Does anyone else have it? So here are the three. We've got, it just kind of looks black. It's not black, it's just terrible lighting. Hocus Pocus, Great Pumpkin, and Friendly Ghost. Let me scooch. There we go. That's better. You can see the colours a bit better. I really like Every Month. I've dyed them. Oh, sorry, I booped the thing. I really like Every Month, so I shouldn't just say I really like this month, but it wasn't, when I envisioned doing Halloween colourways, it wasn't the vibe I was going for, but it's where the inspiration took me, so we're rolling with it. I'm going to stop chatting, otherwise this is never going to get done.
We lost D&D. You know, this is my fault. I'm mad.
Good morning. It is the next day. I had to care for my child yesterday afternoon, as one does. Last night, Mario went out and met up with one of his friends, and whilst I watched Bake Off, I wrote all the postcards. It's spooky season. These are the postcards that the Chai Latte crew get in their orders, and I sorted out the postage, paid for all the postage, so that is all done, so I don't have to worry about that now. There were 3 advent calendars that I'd missed off because it was people that had ordered both, and basically there was a whole palaver with click and drop when I was posting the weekly advents, and it was a whole faff. I won't go into it, but so the people that had well, I don't know if they'd accidentally ordered both, but the people that had ordered both the daily and the weekly at the same time, they got missed. So I've got 3 daily advents, that need to go as well. But I've got 208 stickers I need to print. Oh, I'm for sure going to need a new box of stickers. For sure, for sure, for sure.
With your fists?
Well, I want to pull my weapon out. I think it's time.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Now we're pissed.
Now we're back. Well, yeah. First blood. All right. And then from behind his back, he pulls out this thing. The back is this horrific Damascus steel-looking blade, and there's a notch that you can't quite figure out. It doesn't look right. And he's going to flip it over to the bludgeoning side and grab it with both hands. And 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
You reach out and crack this guy off the skull. You covered in pixie dust. All three of them are coughing.
At natural, meaning exceptional, raw food.
Is bound here. You know that this is your last action before these crow keep. These on 14. These are petty criminals. You're not going to die here in this town. But also, they don't know ghost or an avenging demon or something like that. And I think that you have a turn before.
I don't care about these people.
Great.
Just keep killing.
Great.
So,
Hell yeah.
and that just happens.
That just literally happens.
In a somewhat exciting turn of events, I might run out of boxes. I've ordered some more, but I do want these all to go today because they're already late this month. As a backup plan, I used to use poly mailers quite a lot, and I bought these and they were the wrong size. They're too small. So as a backup plan, I can use these. They say that they're recycled. I'm made from 100% recycled material. I don't know if people are allowed to print that if they're not recycled, but obviously I moved away from plastic mailers onto paper ones, so I haven't used these. But as a backup, if I run out of boxes, I have these, which is useful to have as a backup because there's 100 bags, and I've used a couple of them through the many years, but it's good to have a backup should I need it. But 20 down, 60 to go. I've just folded my next 10 boxes. So I'm about to start I've just folded my next 20 boxes. So I've got a miso. Can you see a miso? There she is. There she is. Hi, miso. Hi. Hello. So I'm about to do my next batch of 20. And then I'll stop and fold 20 more boxes. And it seems to work quite well, me doing it like that, instead of folding a box for every single order. So, let's go. Oh, while I'm twisting yarn. No, that's not true. While I'm packaging orders, I'm looking over at my stash, dreaming of what I want to cast on next. I have ideas. I have so many ideas. I want to cast on a doppio for myself. I need to cast on a hat for the pickle. So I'm looking at what like scrap yarn I have so I can hold some skeins together and do like a mulled hat so that doesn't go to waste. I'm thinking stripy jumper for the pickle, and I've got all these like things. I just want to knit all the things because I've not done much knitting for the past, month? Because Advents. Halfway through. I'm very grateful that Critical Role started back up again. It started, oh, I've found this the wrong way. It started up at the perfect time because I needed to pack all these Advents. I'm going to stop talking about them. It's because they're still very fresh on my mind. They're still in my house. Yes. And so I'm on episode 3, currently watching. So far up to date. Very much lost steam with campaign 4. It got really exciting at one point when all of this was happening, and then like various members of Vox Machina came back, and it was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Whoa! And then it just kind of fizzled, and it was just like, oh. And it probably picked back up again, but by that point I'd lost interest. So, yeah, I don't know. Felt like it was building, and then it was just like, oh. And now the party's split. And it's like, oh, it kind of built to not much. But it probably did pick back up again. But by then, like I said, I very much lost steam. I am on episode 3 and it is 5 hours long, this episode. I started watching it yesterday whilst I was bagging up all of those mini skeins. And yeah, very grateful that I have something very long to watch, very useful. So, like I said, I am halfway through. It's very exciting. I don't know if I might just have enough or I'm going to run out. I'm not entirely sure of boxes, but I'll find out. I think I need to do a tip run. I've got too many cardboard boxes to fit in our recycling bin, so I need to do a tip run and pop it in the recycling there. But I don't drive, so I need to try to time it when Mario is here. Friday's usually quite good, so I might try and do it, ask if he's available Friday for for half an hour to do a tip run with me because I've got so many boxes in the dye shed. And I got a big box of envelopes here, and I got now an empty box where this was, and I just need to load them in the car and take them to the tip. Also, because I've got 3 massive advent calendar orders in my blue bag, I might have to take 3 bags to the post office. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I will carry 3 bags to the post office. 2 is my maximum, so we'll see. But if I have to do 3, I have to do 3. I guess I could use one of my zip-up bags and wear it as a backpack, but very annoying. Very annoying. In all fairness, I could just load them in a mail sack and have them collected, but I'm fine. I'm fine. I like going to the post office sometimes. I couldn't go to the post office with advent orders because I had 22 mail sacks. And I could not carry all of them. So, anyway, I'm going to keep folding boxes. Thank you for keeping me company whilst I do this today. Yeah, and then tomorrow I need to edit September's one of these. Oh my goodness. Oh hey, me again. Unsurprising, I have run out of boxes, unfortunately. Very sad, very annoying. So yeah, I'm going to use those poly mailers just for the last, I think it's 15, maybe up to 17. I can't fully remember. I think it's 17. So I'm just going to fold the rest of these boxes. Then we'll move on to poly mailers. No big deal. No big deal. I've ordered some more. Advents. It just means that like normal business things, it just gets away from me. And I drop the ball a little bit. Especially because this, well, I also last year, but she was a newborn, so it was kind of different. And I packed Advents over 2 weeks and I wasn't doing this and blah, blah, blah. But what I was trying to say was I have an extra bowl this year in the form of a toddler. I can call her a toddler now. She started walking. It's very exciting. She's probably running by the time that this video came out. At the moment, she's still walking like this and falling over every few steps. It's very cute. But yeah, I'm just going to have to poly mailer it, and that is fine. That is fine. They're there as, well, they're not there as backup, but it's good to have them there as backup in situations like this. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Apologies to those of you who got poly mailers. It's not a permanent switch. It doesn't matter now, because this will be a month after you receive them anyway. Okay, I've packed them all. I have one left. I shouldn't have one left. Click and Drop are now doing this really great thing, actual great, not sarcastic great. Sometimes I'm genuine and sincere and it comes out sarcastic, but genuinely, now it marks it as dispatched when the post office or the postal person scans them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on the listings in Click and Drop, and it will tell me which ones have been dispatched, and then I'll check in over the next couple of days and we'll see if there's one left. The poly mailers worked wonderfully, which is great and a relief. So that's good. But yeah, I've just got one left over and I shouldn't. But that's okay. That's how we move. It's either I've boxed up one of these and actually forgotten to put the yarn in, or my printer started doing this really fun thing where it stops printing the labels a little bit earlier, and if I don't notice it, luckily I did notice it, and it hadn't printed off 3, so I've made sure to print those. My phone battery's going to die. That's okay, I'll pop onto charge when I get back. But I'm going to go to the post office. 2 bags. Poly mailers are small, therefore fit in smaller spaces. But I am just quite wide going to the post office. What time is it? 12:22. Perfect. Right. I'm going to the post office. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you all had a wonderful November, because this will go up at the end of November. You can start opening your advent calendars very soon. How exciting. The first Sunday in Advent is the 29th of November, so if you have a weekly Advent, you can start opening them at the end of November. Oh no, it's the 30th. It's the 30th of November. Apologies, because the 1st is a Monday. Wonderful. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being you. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more from me. It would be lovely if you stuck around. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do Vlogmas yet. I don't really know how it will work. So I know how it works in general. I've done it before a few years. I just don't know how. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film every single day and edit every single day when I have a baby. Probably not. So I might try and do just a few more videos because they're fun. Anyway, I need to go and do something with my hair because it looks like this. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here, thanks for being amazing, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Links to social media and all that fun stuff can be found in the description box below. And yeah.